What's up, everyone? Nameco here, Fantasy Smack Talk. Week 10? Kidding me? It's already week 10. Talking DraftKings. Hopefully you've been winning, because I sure have. Last week, we did I know Hillman didn't, but everybody else was pretty much on point. I had a great week. Hopefully we can repeat it this week, but first you got to be in it to win it. Sign up for DraftKings. Use the promo code FST or follow the card. Link in the description below. Deposit at least $5. DraftKings gives you an entry into a free contest, and you can use some of these great picks. All right, so as you know, anyone besides quarterbacks 5,000 and below, I'd like to dig a little bit deep, hopefully get some hits. Let's see what we can do. But we are going to start with the quarterbacks, which you can't go under 5,000, so I'm going to go with Bortles. I talked about this before. Until they start respecting Bortles, I'm going to keep using him. I used Carr last week. I probably could have used Carr again this week, but Bortles is playing the Ravens, that is ranked 31st against fantasy quarterbacks. He is only for 5,600. I'm going to find him in some lineups. I mean, the Ravens secondary is absolutely terrible. All right, next, going on to running backs, and this is a little bit tougher this week. The first guy I'm going to go with is Blunt, and I know New England Patriot running backs are terrifying, but he's 4,900. They're playing the Giants that are 22nd against running backs. No Dion Lewis. Sure, White, probably is going to get in the mix a little bit more, but I still think the way that you attack the Giants' run defense is between the tackles, and I think Blunt's going to be featured in this game. So 4,900, I like that. Next one's another starting running back, and that's West, 4,800. Now the problem is West is playing Denver, but Denver's run defense is 16th against fantasy running back, so he is a little bit scary because it is Denver and that defense is stout. But he got 20 carries last week. He had 6 targets. He's getting all the volume, and he's the type of player that can bust a big one, get you an 80-yard touchdown run, and really help you in tournament-type settings, because a lot of people are going to avoid him because of that Denver matchup. But 4,800, that's a good deal. Moving on to wide receivers, my kind of must-play is Devontae Adams. 4,200. I absolutely love that. I mean, Adams last week got 11 targets. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback. Well, 1A, 1B, and you're right how the way Tom Brady's playing. But, they're playing a Detroit team that's not great against wide receivers fantasy-wise, yielding points. And Adams, I just think those targets are going to grow. I know James Jones is there, but he doesn't get many targets. He does find the end zone, but Adams is going to be that number 2 guy, and I think he gets another double-digit target game, so you got to love that. All right, Snead, I'm going to double down on you. New Orleans Saints are playing the Washington Redskins that have a god-awful secondary. He's 4,900. That's under my 5,000 threshold, and he's been very solid in the recent weeks. 6 catches, 7 catches, 5, and these are PPR formats, so I do like Snead, even though he hasn't found the end zone, and I think he could against the Redskins. Certainly a possibility. Tight end defense play. Let's start with that tight end. We're going to stick with that Saints-Redskins game. We're going to go with Jordan Reed. Doubling down. I said it last week. The reason Daly's great is because guys like Jordan Reed, you don't want to draft him high because he's banged up all the time, but we know he's healthy right now, so you can certainly put him on your daily lineup. So get him in DraftKings. He's 4,600 right now playing the Saints, and we've seen what Tennessee did to him, what the Giants did to him. Vegas has that over under 50.5. There's going to be a lot of points scored in that game. Therefore, I like those players in daily. All right, my last thing is going to be the team defense as always. Going with Carolina Panthers, 3,300 playing Tennessee. And I know Tennessee put up a lot of points last week, but they are the most fantasy-friendly offensive versus defense, first of all, ranked 32nd. And Carolina's a really good defense. I don't think Mariota's going to have the type of game that he has this week that he did last. So that's my picks for week 10. Hopefully it does well for you. Hopefully it does well for me. Hopefully it does well for you. Have a good day. Week 10.